Good evening, everyone. Anthony, Wall Street Trader. December 28, 2021 at 6:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is not financial advice. It's educational. Click to subscribe, share the video, click the thumbs up. We're here to talk about Origin Protocol. Well, what the hell's going on, folks? Clearly, very, very clearly, Bitcoin is the problem. This is not the only video I do, and every video is going to start the same damn way because, as I've mentioned 1,000 times, Bitcoin is the reason why a lot of these altcoins drop. When Bitcoin goes down, everything else goes down. I hate to say it. It stinks to have someone that's always bigger than you in the room, but it's a fact of life. It's just like a Dow index. When the Dow index goes down, which could be comprised of only like 50 companies or so, suddenly the whole damn market starts collapsing. Well, that is the problem that we face, but that is a normal problem that most of these big asset classes, liquid asset classes, have to contend with, and we're just stuck with Bitcoin. Just like equity markets have to deal with the S&P 500 index or the Dow 30 index, whatever it may be. So anyway, that's my little side discussion. Now let's talk about Origin US dollar. We are definitely under the channel, back in this channel, underneath 68 cents. Now I think we're going to probably wind up coming back down for a little bit, possibly all the way down to 58. And a couple of reasons why, but we might not go all the way down there. I think this is the worst case scenario in my view, is around 57, 58 cents. I would be buying here, honestly. If you missed out on this one, I personally, as for myself, I didn't. But I would be buying some OGN at these levels. Unfortunately, I've already bought it, so I don't need any more of it at that price. But at the same time, I think it's a great steal in the 60s. Now let's go to Origin Bitcoin because I think there's some inference there. As we've inferred in the last time, we knew that we were bottoming out over here because of what was going on with the Origin Bitcoin pair down here at that time. Well, Origin Bitcoin right now is at 1361. We have a resistance area of 1492, and we almost got past it, but then we didn't. We almost passed it multiple times over the past almost month. And we couldn't get past it this time around. We started coming down. Again, this was about to make its move. It was a Bitcoin move. And we're going to go into why Bitcoin is having the problems that it's having. And it's not really having a big problem here. And I'm going to explain why in a second. But anyway, we do have resistance right now, 1492 and 1269, 1270. Now, again, the long game is important. For a lot of you who are novice investors, you might not know this, but dollar cost averaging makes all the sense in the world, as well as patience. And if you have patience and you know that the fundamentals and technology of a company that you're investing in, as well as more importantly, the adoption is there, then you're going to have, you will definitely, in my view, you will have a lot of success. If you're the type that's just looking for the pop, man, good luck to you. Anyway, so my point out here is Origin Bitcoin right now 1492, 1270 on the bottom. Now we are at 1361. We're going to get back up to 1492 ultimately. In the meantime, Bitcoin US dollar 47,717. A couple of things to note here. One is a technical analysis note that everyone should be aware of. There are two types of chart patterns. One, some people use the logarithmic. I'm not going to go into the math. And some people don't use the logarithmic. And I'm not going to go into the math there either. Logarithmic is usually set for people that look for more long-term trends and mid-term trends or intermediate-term trends. If you take the logarithmic off, it's usually for a very short period of time. Well, this kind of falls in between logarithmic and non-logarithmic. So I've taken the logarithmic selection off here. Now, if I was to do that, technically, we are still over. If I now reposition the bullish broadening wedge back down and I make this one a little bit wider over here, as you can see, we are still over that downward broadening wedge. And so the point here is that, you can either use a logarithmic or a non-logarithmic scale, but either way, this thing is still bullish because we still have a floor here, 46,839. On the non-logarithmic and the logarithmic scale, we have went past that broadening wedge. Now, the question is, when will we bounce? My personal opinion right now is around 46,800 or so is the low. Some people are calling for a wick down to 44. I personally don't see it, but if it wicks, it wouldn't matter either way to me. Why? Because, like I said, patience long term wins every single time. And if it gets down to 44, I will definitely be buying a little bit more. But again, this is over 46 and change right now. I think we're going to see a bounce in the next couple of days. Let this thing play out. A couple of reasons why everyone's saying that this Bitcoin US dollar has been going down today. Number one is around the fact that people are now thinking there might not be inflation. Well, there might not be inflation. However, there might be, there might be. So either way, I think that that's kind of a farce. I don't think people are withdrawing their money because of what the Fed is now saying. I don't think anyone trusts what's going on with what's coming out of the Federal Reserve. The second thing I would say is this is end of year. People are starting to take their losses, taking their gains. Why? Because next year has different tax code. So people will start doing that as well. End of year is always a little volatile, especially in the last week of the year. That's when they clock in their last minute things. What they might do is sell it, wait 30 days and then buy it in the new year. So that's pretty much how people try to play the game to try to help contain their tax situation or make it more favorable for themselves on a tax, from a taxation perspective. Now, okay, so that's kind of the whole spiel here. Now, in Bitcoin dominance, this is going sideways. Nothing much to talk about. Origin Protocol, just so you know, Paris Hilton's out there already. Look, I'm going to click on this for you guys so you can see. That's right on her sweatshirt says Origin. So she's clearly pumping and shilling her NFTs. So she's very excited about it, and very clearly, this came out a few days ago, December 22nd to be exact, almost a week ago. So clearly, there's a lot of people behind it. Look, Hollywood names, YouTube founders. You can't go wrong with a company like Origin, who's already behind the NFT market, using Hollywood celebs to help push it. I think this is a no-brainer. Forgetting the fact that they also have an OUSD that's yielding probably plus 25% or more on average throughout the year, which you're not going to find in any bank in any country anywhere in this world. So just my point of view. I like the company. Origin US dollar. Stay tuned for more. Take it easy.